Welcome everyone. We're going to take about 10-15 minutes and walk you through the BEMER, the bioelectromagnetic energy regulation medical device, and explain to you how it works to improve your circulation. And we'll just start right here with a little story. So on the call, there's myself and Katie and Nadine, and we all have our
Hi.
own experiences of how BEMER has worked for us. I was introduced to BEMER about 2.5 years ago, and I was experiencing chronic migraines for about 8 years, and that's why I wanted to try the BEMER. So I started using the mat that I lay on, as well as wrapping the pad around my head this way, mohawk style, this way. And my headaches were resolved within a couple months. So it was a big life changer for me. How about you, Katie?
My biggest impression of the BEMER was last year. I got bit on the arm by a pit bull, and I had paresthesia, so I had altered sensation in my arm. I also had a big, huge contusion, this big, huge lump. It was really badly bruised, and started using Sarah's BEMER actually. And within about 8 to 10 sessions, I got the feeling back in my arm, and the contusion totally resolved, and all the bruising went away. And I had just had complete use of my arm again. So I was really, really impressed with that.
Yeah, especially since you're a massage therapist. I remember you thought it was going to take a year for you to heal from that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a long recovery, and I was very happy that it was not very many sessions. I think it was 8 to 10 sessions, so it was quick.
And how about you, Nadine? What's your experience been?
I got introduced to BEMER about a year ago from Sarah, and I'm glad she did introduce it to me. I every day I get up and use the BEMER, and it starts my day energetic. And one thing I can say is I've had bad knees snowboarding, and I wrap my knees, and I have no more pain or discomfort, and that's awesome.
That's awesome. So you get to snowboard again this winter. Yeehaw.
Yes, I do.
All right, so I'm just going to go through the presentation here. So what is the BEMER? This is what it looks like. I'll just reduce ourselves here. This is what the control unit looks like, and it's nice and compact. It's really easy to travel. You can actually fly with it. It doesn't count as carry-on luggage. It is a medical device, so you can carry it with you. It is patented, and it is a Class 2 medical device in Canada. And we're in 26 different countries around the world now. So let's have another look. So what does the BEMER do? Well, what it does is it really enhances the blood flow, especially in the microcirculation, like the capillaries, and it increases the nutrient and oxygen supply, and it also helps eliminate metabolic waste. So if you've had a big workout, instead of that lactic acid building up, it helps remove that from the body too. And like Nadine was saying, it's really great for increasing your energy and your vitality. It's really good for any athlete for strength and conditioning, for performance and endurance. And I've done a lot of sessions for people now, and one of the big things is people usually just come and fall asleep on the table, even if it's in like a really busy conference or something. People fall asleep because they just need that parasympathetic response to relax. And then, of course, it's awesome for sleep as well. So we do have an amazing medical panel. Actually, our next call, you can email us if you'd like the Zoom link, is on Wednesday, November 12th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. And that'll be with the lovely up here, Dr. Judson Milhan, who's a cardiologist. So it's pretty much changing that field. So I would definitely recommend listening to what he has to say. We also have Dr. Michael Gaeta. I'm a big fan of him. He's a great teacher, really good at explaining how it works, as well as some of his clinical observations. And we've got the chiropractor and a couple of veterinarians as well, because we do also have a BEMER we have the equine set for horses. We now have over 60 published peer-reviewed studies specific to the BEMER itself, not just to pulsed electromagnetic therapy, but for the BEMER. If that is your thing and you're interested in that, please email us and we can send you all the research. You can spend years reading it if you like, but there's a lot of validation there. So I'm just going to quickly switch screens here and let you listen to Dr. Joshua Burka, who's worked with BEMER for over 20 years. And he'll just walk us through this presentation really quickly. So that you can see how it works.
Folks, BEMER stimulates muscles. The pulse electromagnetic field from BEMER moves through the area being treated, stimulates the tissues and the cells that the pulse electromagnetic field interacts with. The effect extends through the tissue into the vessels, as you can see on the screen here, supporting healthy local circulation where the field is applied. In addition, BEMER inductively stimulates your muscles in order to increase blood flow and optimize muscle performance, as well as supporting recovery. I want to take a look here at this intravital microscopy video. This is the local microcirculation of a male who's been under chronic stress. And what we're seeing here is a zoomed-in view of a local area of microcirculatory vessels. And on the left side of the screen, you're looking at an arteriole that's vertically orientated, and on the right, also oriented vertically, is a venule. The small vessel that is branched off horizontally on the left is a capillary. Arterioles are responsible for bringing oxygen-rich blood into the capillaries, which then deliver the blood and its components to the cells, which are vital for these cells to function. You can see the blood flowing clearly in all the vessels here observed, but the little capillary is not being adequately perfused with blood. Therefore, the cells do not get what they need to work properly. You're going to see here also that there's no vascular movements or oscillations occurring with the arteriole on the left side, which should be. In addition, there's restricted blood flow, there's poor perfusion, and diminished venous return. Too much of this going on, and you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel sluggish, maybe even experiencing cold hands, cold feet. But one thing's for sure, poor blood flow can be the precursor to many issues that people experience every day, and they don't even know it. Let's take a look here at what happens to BEMER after it was only turned on for 3 minutes of treatment. You'll already start to see this increase in blood flow. You can see the capillary open up. There's an increased arterial flow. And what you can also see is this increased venular flow, returning carbon dioxide back to the lungs and clearing out the waste products from our body. Here we are after 6 minutes of BEMER use. I want you to pay special attention to the right side, to this venule where the white blood cells are rolling over the endothelial walls of the vascular lumen. Think of it. It's like the cops or the police being out on the streets patrolling and protecting you. That's your mobile immune system. When your blood is flowing, when it's moving, your immune system is more vital. If your blood is not functionally flowing, you can't possibly have a high functioning immune system. Therefore, you're not protected. You can think about it this way. If you're perfused, you're protected. Now we're going to take a look at, and we're going to see the lingering effects of BEMER after only 22 minutes. So BEMER was already done for 8 minutes, 22 minutes after application. So 30 minutes after starting therapy, the effects of BEMER therapy, while temporary, have been documented to last up to 18 hours for some users. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But the fact is, BEMER is an incredible tool to support your local circulation and keep you performing at your best.
Thank you, Dr. Joshua Burka. Okay, let's just go back here. Stand by. All right, so that is how it works when you look under the fancy microscope. So what the BEMER looks like, again, here's the control unit sitting on the table. It does have a battery pack, so you don't need to be plugged into the wall, which is really nice. You can literally bring it anywhere with you. I know people that use it on the plane, actually, to keep their circulation going while they're flying. And then this is the mat here, one of the mats. This is the mat that you might want to put on a couch or a lounge chair. There's another mat that's actually longer and wider and a thinner, it's a different texture. And that one you can put right on your bed. It's called the B bed. and it goes under your sheets right on your mattress, and it just lives there so that you can, I do find that's the best way for most people because they can use the BEMER as they're falling asleep to help them fall asleep, and then they can use it first thing in the morning to get energized for the day. And then we have two other applicators. We have the B spot here, which is kind of like, if you think about like a telescope, it's really focusing the BEMER signal in that area. So that's great for all kinds of things. I've used it for jaw pain. I've used it when I cracked my ribs in Mexico on my holiday first day. And I just had the BEMER on it. I had that spot on my rib for about 3 hours a day. And after 10 days, I was swimming in the pool. I wasn't, I wasn't in pain. And then the other one that Nadine was talking about is this wrap, or the B pad. So that can be put around the neck. That's the one that I wrapped around my head. You can wrap it around knees, ankles. There's all kinds of ways that these applicators can be used. And so, yeah, you can reach out to us for if you have questions, but really it's an excellent product for recovery and just overall health. There is a lot of credibility in published research, and we have ongoing training every month that you are welcome to join and listen. Or if you have a medical professional that's giving you advice and they want to have a listen, they can join in as well. And then all of us also have a referral program for both the human and the equine line. So please ask us about that. That's how we like to grow our business, is word of mouth. And I'll just show you really quickly too. This is the equine set, and it is really nicely made. Everything, BEMER's based out of Liechtenstein, so it's German technology, and everything's just manufactured very, very well. There is a 3-year warranty on both the human and the equine BEMER sets. So this blanket has electromagnetic coils throughout it that are all positioned specifically for areas that horses need it. And you can also see that they have the cuffs on their hooves down here. And they each have a battery pack. That's what the orange is. And so you can set it. We usually like to start horses just on the low setting as well, because they're super sensitive. They respond, they go into parasympathetic healing, like usually within a minute or two. It's quite remarkable. And so again, because their hooves have so much microvasculature in them, it's really important that they have that their hooves are also getting increased circulation, because that's helping pump their blood throughout their body. And this is what the classic set looks like. So this is the cost, $67.90 Canadian. You can toggle between the countries depending on where you are to see what the price is in your home. And with this option, you get either the B bed or the B mat. That's called the classic set. And the next one is the premium set, and that one's $7,290, and that has both the bed as well as the mat. It has the control unit here with the battery pack, and then it's got the B pad as well as the spot. And we can help you understand the different options. And I'll just really quickly show you what the website looks like so that you can go there and explore. And we'll be emailing this out, so you've got our contact info. So up here, you can look at the animal line if you want. You can go to the human line. And if you want to buy, you first join BEMER right here, because you have to confirm that you want to join by email. And then once you've got an account established, you can click on Buy Now. And it will take you to all the different options. And we do have a new product that's just come out as well. So we can talk to you more about that. But here's where you find everything. So thanks everybody for your time. We're going to keep it short and sweet here. And does Katie or Nadine, do you have anything you want to add?
So,
all right.
thanks.
Okay, well, thanks
Thanks
everybody
for listening, and
Yep.
hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah, we're happy to do a Zoom call with anybody, anytime. All right. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.